How did becoming a parent impact your writing?
How did becoming a parent? Well, I was a parent incredibly young, so I do not have a control version of me who never was a parent to actually compare against. But I will say that the best thing about being a parent for me was stealing ideas from my kids. And, you know, a lot of the thing where people say, well, what was your inspiration for this? Coraline began when my daughter Holly was 4, and she would come home from nursery school, she would sit on my lap, she would dictate stories about little girls, normally called Holly, who would come home and there would be their mother in the kitchen, only it wasn't their mother, it was a witch. And then Holly would get imprisoned under the house, in the prison under the house with all of the dead babies. And then all of the dead babies and Holly would escape and they would go to America to find their real mother. And I loved it, you know, these were great. And
Did Holly's mom
I remember
feel the same way?
thinking, you know, okay, I will, these are the kind of stories you love. And I went down to my local bookshop and I said, what have you got in the way of really good horror stories for like 4 or 5-year-olds? And they didn't have anything. And they gave me a meaningful look. So I knew that I was going to have to write it. And, you know, and that really is, you know, Mike gave me the Graveyard Book, Holly gave me Coraline, Maddie gave me The Wolves in the Walls. Ash has sort of, the trouble with Ash, who is currently 7, is he's the one I don't steal from because his story ideas are better than mine. and they're just sort of terrifying. But he loves doing his own comics and stuff, but I'm sure sooner or later he will say something and I will go, I'm nicking that. And I will.